Hello, happy Sunday, bringing you another Polkadot news video, today covering Zeitgeist's migration to Polkadot, Polkadot's DeFi Parachains on Defillama and their total value locked, and most importantly Gavin Wood's tweet about Polkadot's light client Smoldot. On Tuesday, Zeitgeist successfully migrated from Kusama to Polkadot as historically the second parachain doing that. So Zeitgeist is now operating as Polkadot's parachain. You can check that on Polkadot.js that Zeitgeist is now displayed as Polkadot's parachain. Also, the HRMP channel between Zeitgeist and HydraDX will be open soon. The referendum requesting to open HRMP channel is now passing, which means soon ZTG token will become transferable to HydraDX chain and will become tradable on Hydra's Omnipool. So this will give us an option to trade ZTG in a decentralized way, while till now the only option was using Gate or MEXC. The migration of Zeitgeist to Polkadot had no significant impact on ZTG price, but look at the current market cap, only $700,000, and fully diluted market cap not even $9 million. Also, unlike many other Polkadot's parachains, Zeitgeist has the total supply of only 100 million tokens. Do you see that huge potential for the future appreciation of ZTG? Now DeFi aggregator Defillama and Polkadot's DeFi parachains. Maybe you are familiar with this website. Defillama provides excellent on-chain statistics of all DeFi-focused blockchains and the total value locked on these chains. You can select individual layer 1 DeFi blockchains and see what is currently the total value locked in all DeFi dApps built on that particular blockchain. For instance, Ethereum Layer 1 currently has almost $29 billion total value locked. Arbitrum 1, which is the biggest Ethereum Layer 2, currently has the total value locked of $1.75 billion. Other Layer 2s scaling networks for Ethereum such as Polygon has total value locked of $1.1 billion and Optimism close to $1 billion, then Binance Smart Chain $4.8 billion, and for instance Solana currently ridiculously low $250 million TVL. It's quite interesting to compare these figures of total value locked in other ecosystems with the total value locked in all the major DeFi parachains from the Polkadot eco. Let's see. Moonbeam TVL 56 million, Moonriver close to 20 million, Astar Network 43 million, Akala 23 million, Parallel Finance 43 million, Bifrost only over 4 million, and HydraDX just over 2 million. Of course, these TVL numbers may not be 100% correct, but they are giving us a clear picture of what's the total value locked in Polkadot's DeFi parachains. We can also see in which DeFi protocols and DEXs the majority of this value on that specific blockchain is locked. In case of Moonbeam, 59% of the total TVL is locked in lending protocol Moonwell Artemis. And in case of Astar, liquid staking protocol Algem and DEX ArtSwap are protocols counting for the most of Astar's TVL. Of course, the general rule here is the higher the total value locked on the blockchain, the greater the adoption, the higher the number of unique accounts, hence the greater demand for the native token, resulting in the higher market cap. So these currently still very low TVLs of Polkadot's DeFi parachains compared to all other major DeFi layer 1s clearly demonstrate we are still in the very early days of Polkadot's DeFi and the potential for the growth is immense. The way I think is once more DEXs and DeFi protocols integrate on Astar, Moonbeam and other parachains, and once more HRMP channels is open, a lot of this value currently locked in other ecosystems could pour into Polkadot. But for now, this is the reality. And now the biggest news, Gavin Wood tweeted on Friday about the native Polkadot's browser light client called Smoldot. He stated Smoldot light client now outperforms centralized RPC nodes, and why is this actually such a big news? First, a little bit of explanation. RPC node is a server which allows end users to read data on the blockchain and do many other things such as view token balance, interact with a smart contract or send transactions to blockchains. Essentially, these RPC nodes allow us to communicate and interact with blockchains. Currently, the best known and most used RPC node is Infura. The big problem, however, is that these RPC node infrastructure providers are heavily centralized, like Infura, which means when end users are using centralized RPC nodes for interacting with blockchains, there is still a centralized middle point between them and the blockchain. And as we know, all centralized services are always prone to failure or censorship to some degree, and they come with certain security risks for end users, or they may simply stop being available for users from a particular country. For example, even MetaMask in its default settings is using centralized RPC node servers like Infura to allow users to connect and interact with some blockchains. Luckily, MetaMask users can manually change the RPC servers to those providing the highest privacy. Anyways, all these problems will be fixed once and for all with Polkadot's browser light client Smoldot. Once Smoldot is fully launched, it will allow us to walk around these centralized RPC nodes and make our interaction with Polkadot and its parachains 100% decentralized without not even one centralized element. Simply, Polkadot's light client Smoldot is another big step towards the full decentralization and another strong proof that Polkadot ecosystem and its biggest developers' brains make no compromises as far as full decentralization is concerned. And to demonstrate how of a big deal this is, check this tweet by Jakub Hydra, the founder of Basilisk and Hydra DX, who in his tweet admitted that Dotsama's development is slow because the ecosystem devs put more effort to build future-proof all-stack decentralization, but now Polkadot ecosystem has finally achieved that. He also noted that other ecosystems will not be able to achieve the same level of decentralization like Polkadot, not even in 3 or 4 years. So in terms of decentralization, Polkadot is at least several years ahead of other ecosystems. Remember, this is not a sprint but marathon, so let's remain patient, dear viewers. The time for the Polkadot to shine is yet to come. Have a great evening, everyone.